Let's see what's going on. Right now, I am testing again. I'm gonna work on trying to get Rumble working so that I can use Rumble Studios to actually, yeah, there we go. It's actually working. And there we go. Okay, so I was able to get the audio and everything straightened out. This is the weekly live Q&A test stream. Again, John's not here to be able to do it. I wanted to come in and give some updates, let everybody know what's happening with the wonderful world of weirdness. If you guys wish to join me, you are more than welcome. I am doing this off of Rumble Studio, which is also going into the wonderful world of weirdness on uh, YouTube. So we have this going on and we got it working out. Hopefully, I just tested the audio and it sounds pretty good. So I am here today to um, fill everybody in, like I said, and this is one of the things that I am wanting to discuss. I am going to try and use Rumble Studios for our streaming because, to be honest, it's pretty cool if I can figure out how to do this and get it set up really good. As you can see up above, I actually have a theme set up with the graveyard like it usually is, but then I have a ticker as well that's running live Q&A test stream across the top of it. I've found that to be pretty interesting because for me to actually do that without having this Rumble Studios, I would have to set that up in my Blender program to where it would run on my OBS. It wouldn't come with it. And the good thing about this too is it doesn't run on OBS or anything like XSplit. It runs straight off of Rumble Studio. So I can just basically do this off of my stream. So that's the one good thing about it. The bad thing I've noticed on here is that I haven't seen a way of recording when it comes to doing this. So that is something that I may have an issue with. Now, earlier I tried to do episode using this with or a live stream with Summer Todd with her show, and I want to apologize to everybody afterwards because what happened was is I did this and it didn't bring out any audio whatsoever, and that's why I'm unmuting the live stream so that I can see if I can hear my voice in the actual live stream with all of that. So um, yeah, this is the basic setup of what I want to do. And another good thing about this is I've been using Discord and I've been using Jitsi and I've been using Microsoft Teams and all these other functions and everything to have people on and talking to them. But with this, I don't have to. That's the cool thing. I can actually do different ones. Like right now, I have a background, but I can easily switch it to, auto, which allows multiple people to come on and have a conversation. I can do solo or duo with just two people or just a presentation. So not only is this thing live streaming, but it also makes it to where I don't have to use Discord or Jitsi or any of the other ones. I can share the link and have people come on just like I would with any other program, and it's multiple platforms, so I can also add uh, Twitch, YouTube. I believe it's Twitch. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But I know Twitter. You can do it on Twitter too. But this is a really good setup, and I do plan to use it in the future. Live chat is open up on Rumble and it is open up on YouTube, guys. So if you do want to make comments, I can see them. That's another excellent situation that's going on there. It was an issue with my OBS on the chat. I actually had some episodes where I had the chat sitting right next to us whenever we were doing our shows so that we could see if anybody comments. But right here, I can have the chats automatically come in for us. So if you guys do make comments, I'll see them automatically. Well, there might be a little latency, don't get me wrong. It might take a little while for it to happen. And the cool thing about it, too, is everything that you put on your chat will appear on the stream. So not only will I be seeing it, but everybody else will see it, too. So I will do a welcome message to show you guys what I'm talking about. Welcome to the Q&A, and it should pop up on there. Well, actually, it's not doing it for YouTube. Well, yeah, it is. There it is. It took it a second. Welcome to live Q&A test streams right there. So that's coming off of YouTube, and I've done it also with Rumble last week with a friend of mine, Zach, who I do music streams with on Home Away from YouTube. So I know about this already. So if you guys do make any kind of comments, then they will pop up and I will see them. It'll just take a little bit of help there, or you know what I'm saying. It'll take a little bit of time before it does pop up, but I will see it. Now on Rumble, just so I can get everything going through there, the cool thing that I found out about this too is you can make donations and stuff on there. I haven't got anything. Well, actually, I think I do on Rumble, but if you want to make donations, you can. You don't have to, but I just wanted to put it out there and let everybody know. Also, I think I've got everything covered. Yeah, I did the background, which is right there. That's on that. You can switch that to. You can add texts. I just used live Q&A test stream, and earlier I did Summer Todd's mystery show on here, and it did that. And that's not the only option either. Another cool thing about this too is I can add media onto this. So while we're live streaming, if I wanted to show, live media, I can add that. I can also do, and that's not just video, it's sounds, graphics, and all. I mean, you got the whole setup there. So I went through. What happened was, why I apologized about Summer Todd's mystery show was because I did this and I didn't. I was really in a rush to get the stream up and going because we had to hurry up and get it going. And I went and did this, and I didn't go through and make sure the settings were set up and good to go. So I ended up not going up into the HTTP and checking to make sure the camera and the microphone were authorized to being used. So I ended up recording the entire episode without any audio. So not only do I want to apologize to you guys, but I want to apologize to Summer and Austin too, because that was an excellent stream. I talked to them through Discord, which we do have a Discord channel, guys, if you're interested in joining that. But I did talk to them, and we will get another episode or stream of that episode going. It probably won't be as cool as that one was, but it is in the plan. It's in the making. We are going to have that. Okay. But that's basically why Summer Todd's episode didn't come out on Saturday like it was supposed to. If anybody wanted to watch that and missed it, like I said, I apologize about that. So with that, I also want to mention that we are kind of having some difficulties going on right now. I don't quite know what is happening when it comes to Bob Dub. She's having some personal issues right now, and everybody, give her your best wishes, because she's got some things she needs to work through right now. And she told me that there's a possibility she's going to have to take a break from all of this. I'm not sure if that's what's going on with that. She hasn't given me any feedback yet on what's actually going on there. But everybody think of her, whenever it comes to asking, giving help or reaching out to her and telling her that you're there. If you're friends with her, definitely, be there for her, because she needs all the support she can get. But like I said, I don't know what's going on with that. She is going to let us know eventually, and we'll know what's going on there. But I do hope things work out there. It's kind of a blow, because, well, I hate seeing people that I care about go through hard times like that. And if she wants to let everybody know what's happening, that's her business. She'll tell you, but I'm just going to leave it at that. Let me see. After that, I do have to go over the bad news, or the really bad. Not the bad. Bob Dub was that was pretty bad news. But the bad news about the channel when it comes to the old videos, they are officially gone. I went ahead and did like I said I was going to do last week. I got rid of them. So we are without all of the alien and the ghost videos from before. That is a decision that I had to make, which was a hard decision. But in the end, I hope that it was a good one, because there was just too much going on there. You know what I mean? Even if I did alter them and put the videos back up on YouTube, there's a good chance they'll be flagged for copyright infringement again. And I've said it before too, I'm not really into using other people's content. I'm really against that. If it's something that I put on the internet, I want it to be my stuff. I don't want it to be somebody else's. So for me, I'm okay with it if it wasn't that content, you know what I mean? Because, like I said, when I first started doing the streams and everything, John's channel was one of the channels that I watched on a regular basis. So I really didn't enjoy doing that at all. It didn't feel good at all, but I had to do it. And by the looks of it, it didn't really affect anything when it comes to the views or nothing. Like, I didn't get like thousands and thousands of views lost. You know what I mean? I was really surprised by that. Um, it may affect the subscriptions, don't get me wrong, because, people are the way they are. And there's a good chance we're going to lose a lot of subscriptions because of it. But it was something that had to be done. We're going to be going in a new direction, and that's another thing that I know is an issue for a lot of people who have been regulars to the show. But I also want to say this, and I've been saying it since I started working with John on this channel. Okay, this is a community-based channel, and what that means is if you like this channel and you want to be on this channel, I can put you in the streams with me to where we can have conversations. All you have to do is say you want to come on. That's it. Okay. So even though we don't have videos of alien sightings or ghost sightings, you can come on the show and discuss it. Okay. I mean, that's the thing. That's what I'm wanting to do. And if you guys want to do that, you're more than welcome on. Just let me know that you want to come on, and we'll get going on that. Austin and Summer have been long time patrons of this channel, just as well as me. And we get on here and we do a show together. It's been that way since they've got on here, and they're doing a wonderful job. They had fun. If you don't want to, have a show of your own, you can just show up on one of the episodes and have a conversation with us. That's what community based means. It doesn't, we want you on the shows. That's the whole thing. So just remember that, don't get upset about this stuff. It's just change. It's something that needed to be done because, let's just face it, YouTube isn't like it used to be back when the wonderful world of weirdness started. Back then you could take all these great video clips and you could put them together and come up with a composition. Today they don't put up with it anymore. So just kind of remember that when it comes to this channel. We can make it into something better. It's not the end of the world. It felt that way whenever I had to do that stuff. Don't get me wrong, it was pretty rough, but I do have to admit that it had to be done. I fought against it tooth and nail, so I know that it bugged me. So that's just the way it is, and I've got to be okay with it. It's just something that I need to let go of, and after that, see what comes out of all this stuff is what it's about. It's just a matter of of seeing what it turns into. So, I with that being said, I don't want to ponder on this topic too much because it is a big topic. Don't get me wrong, but there are new things that we are coming out with as well as some old ones. Summertide's still here, and she has got some good stuff that she's wanting to come out with that we are going to be covering this week. It's going to be about murders that had happened near Oxford in Ohio, Oxford, Ohio. Um, so that one's going to have to be done over again. That's what this last week was about. But we are going to come back on and do another episode of it. There was something in that episode that stuck out to me, and I want to double check on it. Hold on, let me check this audio real quick. Yeah, it's coming through. But a friend of mine, Darker Things, is he also does a show. Well, it's called Darker Things, but it has to do with serial killers and murders and stuff. Murder show, and I believe he did an episode on one of the people that Summertide was talking about. I want to go back through and check that before we get back into the thing because I think he's covered that, and I'd like to check it out and see if I'm right about that or not. But he's had quite a few of them in the last year that I still have to catch up on. Now, we also have Bob Dub's special presentation that I posted up. It's called Anonymous Shakespeare. And I don't know if anybody's watched it or not, but it's a look into the Shakespeare theory. And we also last week started talking about Tudor theory, which is closely related to the Shakespeare theory, and if nobody knows what that's about, it's about the theory that Shakespeare didn't write Shakespeare, or that Shakespeare's name itself was actually a pen name used by other writers in order to produce what we call Shakespeare today. So it's a pretty good series, and Otto, me, and Bob Dub have all three been on there doing the shows. So I hope you guys take time to watch that and give us your feedback, and we'd love to hear what you have to say about that. Now, that's from Bob Dub, and she has her own channel on YouTube called Bobbing Along with Bob Dub. So check that out. She's also got a Rumble channel. It's something about baby kangaroos. I never can remember the name of that channel, but I could probably find it real quick. But anyhow, she is also doing a series on here called Duality. If you guys want to check that out, feel free to do so, because that's a pretty good series as well. So if I was you, I would check that out and see what you think about it, because it's pretty good. I've been doing it with her, and I'll tell you what, I think we're up to like 9 episodes, and it's really helped me out on a lot of the stuff that I've actually been researching too. So I find it pretty informative, to be honest with you. So if you guys are interested in checking that out, check that out as well. John, I have no idea what's going on with him. He plays video games every once in a while and he makes comments, but still he's still at home taking care of his boy. So I don't really know what's going on there. I'd love to have him back on, but until he wants to come on, I'm perfectly fine with coming on and doing the live Q&A for him. I might actually get used to doing it and keep doing it. Just let him sit there and suffer because this is mine now. But no. As soon as he gets on, we'll see if he wants to do it because he is so much better at this than what I am. So I'm just trying to, update you guys on the things that are going on with the channel and things that we are doing and what we are planning on doing, which I'm getting ready to come up with what we're planning on doing. There's a big thing coming up, and it's different from what. Well, there's actually a couple things I want to mention. There's the big thing is that we are coming out with a series. I put out my first 5 older videos that I'd made called Everything About Aliens, and it was just like a 5-minute video with some music explaining all the alien races. But me, Mr. Robot, and Austin Todd, all 3 came together, and we were like, let's do a deep dive on this and research these aliens. So we came together, started doing the research, and we came up with stuff that we found that relates to these alien races and stuff. And they don't just go into like seeing flying saucers or a lot of the stories that you hear. These also relate to like lore and legends from thousands of years ago, the mythology and or history, religions, whatever you want to call them. It all branches into that, and it even goes back into World War II with the Thule Society, things of that nature. We're going to be covering all of it, so it's going to be a really, really interesting video series. Now, this isn't going to be a stream. These are going to be edited, and they are going to be presented with an archived upload, not a live stream. So that's the one thing that we are planning on doing. We also I also put up Skinwalker Ranch. Now I've gotten a comment on that, and I want to clear this up for you guys. This series is not the narrations on there. Those aren't AI. I know that AI is popular these days, and everybody, when they hear those voices, they think that they're AI, but they aren't. Now, those voices actually have been around way before AI came along, and people like me who are into making videos had to manually narrate the words. That means I had to get the text and I had to change the text to where it actually sounded somewhat human. I know people aren't stupid. They're going to know that it's, narrated. Don't get me wrong. But I didn't want it to sound robotish, you know what I mean? So I put in accents, and I also changed the words around to where it sounded good. So that's all manual. It's all done by me. It actually took almost a year and a half to get all of that done. So just so you know, that's not AI is what I'm wanting to say. So just so you guys know that. And it's from the book, by the way. There is a book available for it. I didn't go all the way to the end of it because a lot of it is more promotional stuff where they're trying to basically sell the book and sell other books and stuff of that nature. So I left all that out. It's a project that I've been working on for quite a while, and I just wanted to share it on the Wonderful World of Weirdness because it really is a cool book. I thought it was. So that is really everything that I've got when it comes to updates and things that are going on with the channel. Um, I do think that using this Rumble would be a good idea. I'm wanting to keep a close eye on the audio too, though. Yeah, see, and that was my audio test. I wanted to go in, and that's really one big reason why I wanted to do this today was so that I could come in and I could test this out, get it straightened out because it was bad. I hated that. We had an excellent episode on Saturday, and it all just got wasted. So I want to make sure that this audio is going to stick around even after I do the or finish the stream and get it set up. So if you guys have any questions on Rumble or on YouTube, feel free to make a comment. Like I said, I am here. I can answer any questions that you guys have, any kind of comments that you want to make. That's why we set up this Q&A test stream in the first place. So let me know if there's anything that you would like to talk about, if there's any questions that you have about the channel, things of that nature. So it sounds like, or it looks like I've pretty much answered everything that needed to be answered. I guess I could run it through on the analytics, let you guys know. Like right now, with our analytics on the overview, our views are up to 7.7 thousand in the last 28 days. For watch time hours, we have 307.5, which isn't very good, don't get me wrong, for the amount of subscribers that we have, but it's also just starting back up. We have had a significant drop in content and in people actually watching, so it's basically starting up. Now, we have been losing subscribers, don't get me wrong, but on the 28-day estimate, it actually says that we have gained 20% more subscribers. So maybe that's a good thing, maybe that's not. It's actually the arrows going up and the subscribers are going down, which is very confusing to me because, like, if it was my channel, which is smaller, then it wouldn't be doing that. But this has like tons of subscriptions, so it's a matter of how many. I don't know really. It's just a different situation altogether. Now, in the last 365 days, we've had 82.9 thousand views, and watch time hours, we've had 4,000 watch time hours. And it says that we have a we have 220% less in subscribers from 360 days ago. Our watch time hour is from compared to the last 360 days is 50% less, and the views are 30% less from the last 365 days before this one. So you've got that going on. But the thing is it's like our video content is still going pretty good. It's not where it could be, you know, but it's only 43% less, which is pretty good. And our average view duration is 2 minutes and 53 seconds, which is fine. I also want to mention too that I am not boosting any of this or promoting. That's what YouTube likes to call it. I don't promote these videos. I believe firmly in organic growth, so that's what is running this channel at the moment. When it can get the amount of views that it needs to get organically, then we can talk about other things. But until then, I want it to be able to pull its own weight. And that's the one thing that I have noticed over the years that I've been doing this, that a lot of people, they don't take that into consideration. They'll put something out and they'll promote the heck out of it. You know, and when I say promote, it's actually promoting is when you put money into it to where you can pay for views. And a lot of them enjoy doing that, but they don't realize they're putting more money into that video than what it's paying out. So I grew up the old-fashioned way. Okay, if I'm going to pay into something, it should bring me a profit. So say if I put $2 into something, I should be getting $6 back. And that's not me. That's the way the old timers used to teach you. That's basic knowledge. Okay, so if I invest money into this channel, it needs to be able to bring at least 3 times what I invested into it back to me. So until that happens, I'm not going to be doing crazy stuff like that. And I, to be honest, don't really like the idea of wanting to monetize on YouTube in the first place. I've had issues with YouTube with a lot of situations, which I don't want to really get caught up in that and talk about, but I do wish to say that. Now, moving on, in content with videos for the last 90 days, we are down 13% less than the last 30 days. But the impressions are 110% more. We have 20.1 thousand views, and we have 865.2 thousand impressions. Impressions click-through rate is 1.3%, and that's the way I like it, so that you guys know. I don't like click through rate to go over 1.6. If you like doing that, just realize that that's when all the spammers and all the trolls and people who don't really want to watch your videos start coming on and giving you a hard time. So my golden area, from what I've been finding out, is 1.6. If you can keep it at 1.6, you'll do okay. The growth is gradual, don't get me wrong, but you don't get as much hassle and harassment as what most people get. So just kind of keep that in mind. Now, on live views, we've just now started using live views, so it's always been high. Like now I've got 999% more in the last 360, or from the previous 365 days. And our views for live is 7.8 thousand. Within the impressions is 308.8 thousand. So that's within the last 365, and that is within the last 90 days. The impressions is 7.3 thousand, and the impressions is 294.4 thousand. So, and they're both up 999%. Now, this is where it gets tricky in the last 28 days. The amount of views on live dropped, but that's because we've slowed down on live streams. So we are at 1.6 thousand in live views for live stream. And that's down 27%. And our impressions is 7,000.2 or 70.2 thousand. That's down 24%. So, and that's the live. Our videos are at about the same, and for both impressions and views. And the views for it is 6.1 thousand. And the impressions is 287.6 thousand. So, right now, to be honest, I have no idea what is going to happen because I got rid of all those videos. It will be impacting us. I know we will be losing subscribers. The returning viewers and the unique viewers are actually leveling out too. I could tell that those videos being around kind of made it to where return viewers were a lot higher than what new viewers were. And now it's kind of leveling out. But that is about the best I can say when it comes to it. I do have to thank everybody ahead of time if they stayed on here and helped support the channel, or if they are going to stay on here and support the channel, because I'm just on here trying to do my best to keep things going on this stream. I don't want it, or on this channel, basically. I don't want it to go bye-bye. Before I came in or I agreed to come in and work with this channel, John was planning on just getting rid of it. He was sick of it because of all the hassles and everything. And I told him that I would come in and do it. So that's why I'm here. I'm wanting to keep this channel afloat. This channel's got history, so I do want to keep that spirit alive, and try to keep it going, because not only do I remember the wonderful world of weirdness on YouTube, but I also remembered it on Facebook too. So I guess since nobody really has any questions, I've been rambling for 44 minutes. I should probably just go ahead and end this. I have been keeping track on the chat. Nobody's really said anything. I do know that we have had viewers, and I appreciate you guys for being here to just listen. And I'd like to welcome each and every one of you on the show if you feel like coming on the show. I I said it earlier in the stream, and I'll say it again. You're all more than welcome to show up. I can send you a link. Bam, you're right here. You know, especially if you got stories to tell. I love hearing stories. So, um, with that, I guess I will go ahead and end the stream, and we will talk later. Thanks for listening to me, guys. Have a good day.